Hey guys, Anime Gypsy here with a Boruto discussion video. Now, in this video, I'll be talking about the future of the Boruto manga and anime. And overall, this is going to be a long video, so you're in for a ride. And let's get started. First, we're going to talk about the insane power levels. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. The kids that are almost supposed to be genin, and yet they have chunin level skills. Kind of fishy. But I think it's for a better cause, and now I'll be talking about that at the end of the video. First, I'll be talking about the characters and where I think they're going in the story. And let's begin with the Ino-shika-cho. Now, let's begin with Inojin. Obviously, Inojin is the son of Sai and the son of Ino Yamanaka. Now, I think he's going to he's going to learn the Yamanaka style mind control because that's essential. That is essential for the Ino-shika-cho formation. And I think that along with the Sai's drawing, the Super Beast scroll, would be a great combination. I think that basically what he'll be doing is he'll be doing mind control from a distance with his paintings and stuff like that. He will just combine the two styles into one thing. And I think that's awesome because then he could be like a hawk that he drew and fly in a distance and then transfer to something else, maybe. Just a prediction, you know. And then Chocho. Now, Chocho's mother is from the lightning type group, the Raikage's village, the Hidden Cloud village, and I'm not sure if she's gonna learn lightning style. I don't think she is. I don't think just because I don't even think her mother knows lightning style, to be honest. We never get to see her mother use lightning style. I'm not really sure about what else she's going to have besides Choji's capability of expanding and contracting. That aside, let's talk about Shikadai. Shikadai, I see as just being another copy of Shikamaru. I don't see any other ability being added there. I do not necessarily think he'll have his mother's ability to produce wind, because there is no hints towards that. So I'm not gonna call anything. Overall, I don't think that's gonna be it. I think he's gonna have another quirk that we're gonna find out about later on. Maybe he's good with explosives. But come to think of it, Shikamaru was pretty good with explosive tags too. So we'll just have to wait and see. But I think he's gonna have another quirk in his fighting ability that distinguishes him from his dad. Maybe the way he uses his shadows. Like, there's no way to know at this point. It's too early. So now let's talk about a group of people that I think will be part of the manga, even though a lot of the fan base think that they will stay in the anime. And those are Tsureme, Iwabi, and Dinky. Now, the reason I'm saying this is because their characterization level has been phenomenal during the in-canon filler of the anime. And if you think about it, a lot of the material in the anime itself is essential for the overall progression of the storyline of the manga. Therefore, it has to be considered canon material, because it talks about essential elements in terms of the Otsutsuki clan still living in space with a lot more members. And it also talks about stuff like the Boruto's eye, the Jogan, or whatever it's called, and it talks about other stuff that we see relevance to in the manga. Now, I think that's essential because that's Masashi Kishimoto and the new anime group telling us, hey guys, look, this stuff is canon, and this stuff is essential for the story, and this is authentic material that is not just made to fill up space. This is actually stuff that is relevant. Now, of course, it's also there to fill up space, but I think there's there's a lot more to it. I think they just needed more time to introduce stuff. And since this is a monthly manga, a weekly anime would fill that gap of explaining certain things that would be later on for fulfilled in the manga. So I think these characters basically are canon material, and I think they're gonna have their own three-man group. So let's talk about who I think is the most powerful of those three, and that is Surame. I think that Surame, by the end of the series, will easily be like the high tier of Jonin level. She's going to be so advanced, I'm betting that she would even give Kakashi a run for her money because of the advanced types of jutsu that she had. And also for standing up against Mitsuki, who I think is currently at Jonin level. I mean, just you can't awaken Sage mode like that and be below Jonin. Like, you kidding me? No, I ain't buying that. He's a top notch. He's a top notch lab rat that basically is a monster. That's what Mitsuki is, and for her, for Tsurume, to survive an assault, however it may be, by Mitsuki is a feat in and of itself, and that's why I think she has a lot of promise later on. Now, let's talk about Iwabe. Iwabe, in my perspective, will be able to do advanced Earth-style jutsu later on, and maybe he'll pick up a quirk or two in terms of different forms of jutsu, but I think his main forte will be Earth-style, because that's what we've seen is his specialty. Now, as for Denki, Denki, I believe in Japanese means lightning, and he is technology savvy, so it would only make sense for him to awaken lightning style and be a lightning specialist and also a advanced ninja weapons specialist. Now that being said, I'm not sure exactly what his power level will be. I'm not sure if they're gonna pull a Tenten with Denki, where basically he has a lot of promise for something, and then he turns up to be a total scrub at the very end. And yes, I actually thought Tenten had some promise in the original Naruto because she was the only long-distance precision character we have been introduced to, and yet they have done nothing with it. You could have had like this one shot that the entire plot rested on, and she just shot it from a distance. But no, I mean that was the potential that Tenten had, but was just not given. And I think that's a risk they're taking with Denki right now. Now that aside, let's talk about Lee Metal. Now, I don't know who's going to be on Lee Metal's three-man squad. I think Lee Metal is also going to have a three-man squad. And if I had to guess, I'd say it's the two girls that were always with Tsurume are going to be in Lee Metal's squad. The cat girl, which I think would be an interesting character, and that girl that's obsessed with explosives, Deidara 2.0. Now, of course, she won't be anywhere near as powerful as Deidara, but, I like my explosives because I'm an Arab. Judge me. I'm joking. Okay, so Lee Metal, I think, is basically going the Guy Sensei Rock Lee route, and honestly, I don't mind. He has a slight twist in his persona, and that is his persona is more shy. You don't see Rock Lee being shy all the time. You don't see Guy Sensei not barging in like, "Excuse me, can I please come in?" No, he just fucking goes in there without asking anyone. And he's like, "Hey guys, want to exercise?" But Lee Metal will be like, "Hey guys, can you please exercise with me?" Like, I think that's gonna be the main difference between them. Now that aside, let's talk about the top three: Sarada, Boruto, and Mitsuki. And let's start with Sarada. I don't know what type of summoning Sarada is going to have. I don't think it's going to be snake summoning, because you already have hints of Boruto summoning a snake, and we already know that Mitsuki summons snakes. So I don't think all three members will be summoning snakes at all. So I'm not sure if she's going to be summoning slugs or something. Who knows? But that aside, I think she's going to awaken the Manga Kyo Sharingan and will have control of advanced lightning style like Karin, that insane lightning jutsu that Sasuke used to quote kill Itachi. But we all know how that went, don't we? Yeah. Poor Sasuke. Okay. Now, up next is Mitsuki. Now, with Mitsuki, Mitsuki Sage Mode, Mitsuki Advanced Summoning, Mitsuki is set right now. I don't see any power-ups in the near future in the series at all. Mitsuki is already top-tier Jonin level. Easy. 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 Mitsuki right now, for all we know, could be giving Kabuto a run for his money. And that's fucking saying something. Actually, no, Kabuto's too strong. He stood against Sasuke and Itachi, but it was only because he could cover his eyes and also sense his surroundings. But, you know, that's for another day. So, Mitsuki aside, we have Boruto. And with Boruto, oh, Boruto. I think he's too overpowered at this point of time. I honestly do. Like, goddamn Boruto. Boruto water style, Boruto lightning style, Boruto wind style. Like, give us a damn break. And for all we know, he could awaken Sage Mode by the end of 2 arcs from now, and that's overpowered. And he already has the Curse Mark, which I think may be a form of Sage Mode, just like Orochimaru's Curse Mark, but it's a little bit more advanced. Who knows? The Kata hype is real, folks. The Kata hype is real. Now, that aside, I have a Kara theory later, but that aside, not gonna get sidetracked. Kara, I believe, is an organization made up of guys who basically obtained a form of seal by defeating someone from the Otsutsuki or being blessed by someone from the Otsutsuki. Basically, they have some sort of connection with the Otsutsuki, or they have a connection with Orochimaru, therefore they have weird curse marks. It's either one of the two, and I don't see it being them defeating an Otsutsuki, because if every single member of those guys was able to take down an Otsutsuki, they would be extremely powerful. They wouldn't be as powerful as Naruto and Sasuke, because we already know how powerful Momoshiki was. He wasn't nearly that powerful that both of the, like, I honestly think Momoshiki ended up being a scrub. He was a disappointment in my perspective, and Kaguya was top tier Otsutsuki, and I don't think that many Otsutsuki are that level. So I don't think many Otsutsuki could actually fight Naruto and Sasuke. But that's for another day. Basically, I see it more going towards the Orochimaru route. And if you disagree, please comment down why. Now, after that, basically, I'm going to talk about the characters I think we're going to see more of. And basically, those characters. Konohamaru, obviously, leader of the team. And I think we're going to see more Sarutobi style jutsu, because we only know of 3 different Sarutobi style jutsus: the Ash Jutsu, and the Great Firewall something, and another one I just forgot. But other than that, the other one is going to be Moji, the leader of Team Ino-shika-cho. And I think it's going to be interesting because we have never seen her fight before. And we know that she uses water style, so I am excited to see some Moji. Bring on the Moji. Okay, that aside, I think next up is Shino and Kiba. And the reason I'm saying that... Oh, and Tenten. Tenten is a want, along with another want. The reason I'm saying Ino and Kiba. Ino, because he's the teacher, and because we didn't get to see many fights with him in the original Shippuden. And also Kiba, because we haven't seen a lot of fights with him either. The only full fight we have seen with Kiba, only one-on-one fight, was with Naruto way back when. And that was a disappointment. I think Kiba right now is beastly. He's not as strong as Naruto or Sasuke or Sakura, obviously. Actually, I wouldn't be surprised Sakura isn't that strong. She isn't as strong as a lot of the members. I think she's actually weaker than Shino. But that's for another day. Another topic, another day. Now, that being said, after that is Kahyu. Kahyu is Kakashi's girlfriend. And honestly, I think she's Kage level. If you haven't read the novel, don't read it in English, because the translation is shitty. They mistake tenses. Just get it spoiled, because reading it is akin to torture. Trust me, I've read it. Don't. So Kahyu, actually, I'm gonna do you a favor right now and spoil it. If you don't wanna, just click out of the video. Kahyu is Kakashi's girlfriend. He basically rescued her from a falling plane, and now she is the leader of Hozuki Castle. And we get hints in the manga that Hozuki Castle will be a destination later on, because they say that that Shijoji wanted to free someone from Hozuki Castle. So that shows two things. That's a secondary. Sorry, it's the second time Hozuki Castle became canon, because the first time was in the novel. It was made canon in the novel, and now in the anime it's made canon. And Shijoji wanting someone out of Hozuki Castle is a clue that there is someone in Hozuki Castle right now with some abilities, with some capabilities, and I think that leads us to a Hozuki Castle arc later on. I think the Boruto manga is going to introduce a lot of the Naruto world that we haven't seen yet, because I think we spent a little bit too much time in Konoha. And if it was just like One Piece where each arc is in a different location, then I think that would be a bit more interesting, because we have spent way too much time in the land of fire with the daimyo that was a dumbass in Shippuden, but now is a actual intelligent individual. So I think we're gonna see more of that. Now, that aside, actually first, I'm gonna give you another want that I know will not happen. I want to see a decent Anko fight. The first time I saw Anko, I was like, this crazy bitch is my waifu. No, she is waifu material, and she is a crazy motherfucker with a lot of characterization, and I like Anko, because Anko is an amazing character. She is so three-dimensional, and just so out there, so wild, and she is such a unique character for a female ninja, a kunoichi. Because she is wild, she is crazy, and she is the type that would just grab you and do whatever she wants. Well, not that way. Not that way. Just basically, I'm fanboying over Anko because I'm an Anko fan. I really wanted to see an Anko fight. Never got an opportunity to see an Anko fight. I know I can't be the only Anko fan in here. If you're an Anko fan, please show me some love down in the comments below. And okay, that aside. Basically, I think the final arc of the Boruto series is gonna be a space war. Ototsukis versus Earthlings. And the reason I'm saying that is because the power level expectations just jumped so high that's the only thing I could think of. That they need to be a certain level of strength where everyone is high-tier Jonin, low-tier Kage at the very least, so they could stand a chance. I'm not saying everyone will be as strong as Hashirama Senpai, but if you couldn't hold your own against Hiruzen Senpai, you're in trouble. Or at least if you can't hold your own for like half an hour against Hiruzen Senpai, then you're in trouble. I'm just saying. Tobirama, very strong. He's actually my favorite Kage, persona-wise. Now, if you have any questions about my thoughts about the Boruto manga, Naruto manga, or Naruto Shippuden anime or fillers or whatever, just comment them down below. And this has been my video. And if you like this video, leave a like. If you didn't, just leave a dislike and comment why down below. And until next time, this is Anime Gypsy, and I'm out.